guys, and welcome back to another video with Des. Today's video is going to be it's actually part 2 of my favorites, because as you know, in my part 1 video it was pretty chaotic because I had so many products that I actually do reach for as far as like my go-tos, you know, on a daily basis. I do rotate my makeup, so I do like to I will use maybe, I don't know, the same products a couple days in a row, but I incorporate different products, favorite products, on a regular basis. So like I never use the exact same thing, you know, twice. Like I will use certain products the same, but I will add to them and, you know, do different things and whatnot, if that makes sense. But yeah, so this time I have it a little bit more organized. I kind of separated them into groups, and I did add some hair products because I didn't have enough time in my last video, obviously, to go over the hair products that I use, you know, on a regular basis, and that are pretty much my favorite products. So products that I repurchase. So let's just go ahead and jump right in, because there is quite a few things to go through, and we know it does take time, even though it's probably a little bit less than the last time, but if I can just cut down my talking, you know, so that I can move on to the next one. So we're going to start off, I think I want to start off with hair products, just because there's a few things that I have here. One of my favorite products to use in between shampoos is the Batiste. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I buy it in, depending on the color of my hair, obviously. Right now I have it in like a dark auburn brown. And so I buy it in Divine Dark. And as you know, a lot of the dry shampoos leave like a white cast in your hair. Sometimes, like the majority of the time. And I mean, you can kind of work through it, maybe like just wet your fingertips a little bit and then just kind of work through it, and it kind of, you know, goes away a little bit, but you still have like that dull look. This actually is really the only one that works for me, as far as not leaving such a white residue in my hair. But yeah, it smells really good, and I picked this up at Ulta. I'm pretty sure they have it. I think I've seen it at Walmart, but I usually pick mine up at Ulta. Another hair product that I've been using for about like 5 years now, almost 5 years, is the Paul Mitchell smoothing serum. It's called Skinny. It's just called Super Skinny. It's like an oil. It's not like real oily, but it's like an oil. I don't know if you can see. And it's just like a silky, it just leaves your hair really smooth, shiny, and I put this in when my hair is wet and just kind of work it through. I don't go to the root. I just like work it all through my hair and to the ends. And I've really been loving this, and I've repurchased this 3 times. A bottle of this will last you a really long time. This is my 3rd bottle, and I've been using it for 5 years. So go figure. Another product that I've really been loving, because my hair is naturally wavy and borderline curly. Sometimes it's curlier than other times, but now that it's getting longer, my curls are getting a little bit heavier, so they're not so curly. But I really try to, you know, spring them up, because I'm trying to let my hair grow, and I don't really know exactly how long I'm gonna let it grow into, like, what style. Right now it's not really a style. When I wear it down, obviously I curl it or I straighten it, but I do that very rarely, just because I let my hair dry almost 100%, just air dry, and then I'll run the blow dryer through it, depending on if I'm going somewhere. If I'm going somewhere, then I fully dry it, I curl it, you know, I do the whole 9 yards if I'm gonna go someplace special, or, you know, a dinner, someplace fancy, special occasions. But more than 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing my hair up, just because it's not so much that it's easier, it's just, you know, it's a cute, uplifting, you know, when you have mature mature skin and you're getting older, and not even so much just attacking mature skin, it's just, you know, we want to go up with everything. Hair, skin, we want to go up. And I'm not saying that this makes me look young, but I like it. It's a hairstyle that I've always worn for as long as I could remember. Other than when this is a grown out A-line cut, by the way. So 4 years ago, it was probably up to here. And it was just a real short A-line, like real short in the back, so I couldn't wear it up. And that's one of the things that I hate about short hair. Although I like short hair on me, is the fact that I can't wear it up. And I'm one of those people who, I gotta wear it up in like this. I'll wear it in a low messy bun. I wear baseball caps. I wear bandanas. I wear these little things. Like, I would like to be able to wear my hair different. I just can't go with the same hairstyle. And I'm not saying that people that have the same hairstyle, it's a bad thing. It's just for me, it's not a matter of getting bored. It's just, I like variety. So, which is probably why I buy so much of certain things. But I mean, who doesn't, right? What female really doesn't? If you're on YouTube, then you know. Okay. Anyhow, so what I've been using for my curls, I actually just bought this like 3-4 days ago. So I can't say I've been using it, but it smells amazing, you guys. I don't know if you know, when you go to the hair salon and they do your hair, they shampoo your hair and condition your hair with some amazing product that you never find it in the store, like the shampoo and conditioner. Like, what is that they use in my hair? It smells so good. Well, this has that smell, and it's kind of like a candy fruit punch, but not real strong. It's also an oil. It's actually coconut and Australian jojoba oil, and it's specifically for curls. So it's called Miracle Curls, and it's just curl defining oil. And what I do is I use this in my hair when it was wet, and I just kind of work it through, and then kind of just, you know, push it up, crunch it up all the way around. And then I also used it the next day when my hair was dry, so it was still like kind of frizzy and like curly here and there. And then I just freshened it up with this, and it kind of bounced my curls back. Not 100%, but then I also like this Not Your Mother's Kinky Moves. This is also really good, and this is a cream formula. It's grapeseed and jasmine extracts. This works really good if you have wavy or curly hair. It looks kind of like a lotion. It doesn't go on in your hair like a lotion, it just dissolves. But this is really good if you have curly hair. I highly recommend this. So those are my hair products. There are others, but those are the ones that I use the most. Hairsprays, there's a few that I use, so I'm not even going to go into that. So we're going to start off, I think, with a little bit of skincare. And this isn't everything, obviously, but these are the things that I've been reaching for recently the most. And this one being, obviously, we got this in BoxyCharm this month, but I've been loving it. Like, I've used it, I want to say like 8 times already, and as you can see, it's very concentrated, and it's by the Pharmacy, which I love because I love the green clean from Pharmacy. The green cream melt, it's like a green melts your makeup off. It's a makeup remover, obviously, but this is it's called Clean Bee, and it's just a really good facial cleanser. So I've really been loving this. Actually, been using this at night. I was using the Yes 2. I kind of go back and forth, but I also use the Neutrogena hydrating. I forgot to put that in my last favorites. And I should have grabbed it, but it's the Neutrogena hydrating face cleanser. I think it's like, I don't know, it's a face cleanser, Neutrogena hydrating one. But really been loving this. Thank you, BoxyCharm. Really, like, they kill it. They've just been killing it. I also I use a lot of serums, as you know, but I really love this aloe and hyaluronic acid face serum, and this is really good for redness. It reduces wrinkles and tones your it down a little bit. Is there a magic serum, or, you know, if there was a magic pill? But all these things you really do need to treat your skin good, you guys. You have to invest in your skin. I like picking these bottles up, and you can always find them now. I get mine at TJ Maxx. Just these particular ones. But they always have them. They have these. They have coconut oil. They have Moroccan oil. They have, what is it? Rose oil. And I actually got a rose oil, and I left it in the refrigerator because that's where I keep it. Because it really tones down redness and irritated, like angry skin. I've also really been loving, I have the from The Ordinary, and this is the, I want to say Agrelene, and I could be saying it wrong. And this is not, it's between a liquid, like a watery consistency, and like a light oil, but it's not oil at all. It just like dries instantly. But this is for reduces wrinkles, increasing, and I like to use this like around on my forehead, in between my brows, like around my mouth here. And I've had this for about 6 months, so it's almost time to repurchase. I don't like to let things go too low, but I am going to repurchase this because I do notice a little bit of a difference. It's not Botox and injections, but it does help a little bit. So, you know, every little bit helps. Also, I use this on a regular basis. Okay, this is the Tarte Maracula oil, and I've been using this now for 2 years. I want to say maybe even longer, but 2 years for sure. And I've got about a little less than a half a bottle of this left, and this is my 3rd bottle. And it comes like with a little pump, like it's got the little tube, and it just, you can see that, and it's got the little pump on top. This is really, really good oil, you guys. Like, you need to look up the benefits of just Maracula oil, period. And I like to use this under my eyes, like at night before bed. I even use it in the morning. I'll put it on. I'm hydrating my eyes like all morning long up until the time that I actually shower and do my makeup. I've already got like 4 different hydrations going on under my eyes. But every night before bed, I definitely put this on after I cleanse and moisturize and tone and everything. That's another thing that I didn't grab was, I'll show you quickly here in a second. But Maracula oil, Tarte's, really, and it's really reasonably priced. I've also really been loving this face mask, although I have multiple face masks. I've been using this one for about 6 months now, and it's just facial mask. It's turmeric and vitamin C, ultra hydrating, Dead Sea minerals, and it's really cooling. It's slightly citrusy, but like not really, and it's just kind of like a gel consistency, and it doesn't really like dry to where you could peel it. It dries, and then I just wash it off, and your face feels so soft afterwards, and just it's a little bit brighter. It does have like, it's fruit infused. I think it's like orange fruit infused. Really been loving that. Also, we know I love my hydrating sprays, but I think along the lines, because last time I talked about some toners. This time I didn't have any toners, but there is one, and I was gonna buy this, but I didn't, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's really expensive. But I got this in, did I get this in my Ipsy bag this month? I think I got this in my Ipsy bag, and it's the Pixie by Petra Glow Tonic. Gosh, I wanted to try this so bad because I've seen so many good reviews on it and heard so many good things about it. I've used this a few times, and I like it. I mean, I guess I'll have to use it on a regular basis. That's the problem, is I need to make sure that I keep using the same things so that I know that, hey, I notice a difference in my skin, or wow, it really makes my skin, you know, dewy or brightening, and I really do like it. I can tell you that after I've used this, after cleansing and then toning with this and then moisturizing, that, I mean, you really have a good base. So I can say I like it. I don't know that if I used it on a long-term basis, if it would actually, like, you know, change my skin, but it's definitely worth purchasing. I'm going to go into some primers now, just because I'm just gonna kind of go in the order of how I do my makeup. And I've really been loving, of course, the Catrice Prime and Fine. And I have this in Dewy Glow. I've been using this for about a year, and I really like this too. But you know what I was doing? I was using this as a setting spray, and then I'm like, what are you doing? It's like Prime and Fine. It's primer, but it's been working for setting spray. So now I'm gonna use it for priming and setting. Go figure. I don't know. It's just like a brain fart. I love my Wet n Wild. I have a lot of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting sprays and primer waters. And then, you know, they have the new line that came out, like cucumber, rose, and this one's the coconut. And this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 base. And yeah, it's just a primer water, hydrating. It's exactly what it says: prep, set, and refresh. So it smells really good. It's tropical, but not real coconutty. I like stuff real coconutty, like the Smashbox. The coconut one that came out. They don't have it now, but I bought it. I think I bought 2 of them last summer. I showed it in my last favorites video. That one, and so those are the 2 spray-ons. I really like this Hello Fab coconut skin smoothing priming, and you have to use just a little bit of this because sometimes when you're doing your foundation and stuff, after you've used certain primers or moisturizers, if you go in too heavy-handed and you notice that it starts to ball up, like, yeah, that's never fun because I always have to end up wiping it all off. But this is really good. It's nice and hydrating. I really like that. Also been loving the Sephora brand Instant Moisture and Cream. This is just a face cream moisturizer. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, and it's pretty good. I actually really like it. I'm noticing a little bit of a difference. I've been using the Instant Anti-Fatigue Eye Moisture. I've been using this for quite a while and noticed a little bit of a difference as far as moisturizing my under eyes, and the creasing and the crepiness has kind of like calmed down a little bit. Also, of course, who doesn't love Smashbox? This is one I reach for. This is just like a smoothing, just photo finish. You know, it kind of blurs out your pores and a little bit of your imperfections. I also been loving the Becca Backlight. I like to use this when I'm using a really full coverage. Marc Jacobs is probably my absolute favorite full coverage foundation. It's super full coverage, so if you've tried it, you'll know what I'm saying. I think it's probably Marc Jacobs, and then probably Kat Von D's Locket is probably next in line, but that's just as far as what I've tried. But I like to use this underneath because it gives it, there's just like a slight glow, and it's not just like, it's not dry and like tight. It looks matte, it looks full coverage, but just a little bit of glow to it, and that kind of breaks through the foundation. Also, this is pretty much the same as the Becca Backlight, and this is Glam Glow, and it's Glow Starter. So this is really a really good moisturizer. It's illuminating moisturizer is what it is, and so this is good to put on before your foundation. I like it. Also liking the Milk Blur Stick. This really does blur your pores. I mean, it does. It just blurs your pores. I like to put this on before I even use a primer. So that'll go on before my primers. The other primer that I've been loving, and I've been loving this for quite a while now, and it's the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot. If you've got oily skin, this is really a really good primer. I've had this for a while now because I really just use this for right here. This is where I get my oil. This is where I produce the most oil. It's between my brows, and again, it's because I think I draw my brows on, and so I'm drawing on skin. So it's just like putting your foundation on skin. I'm drawing on skin, and the oils are just kind of breaking through that, and this kind of helps it to not break through so fast for me. By the end of the night, I am a little bit oily. I don't really touch up a whole lot. I don't really have to because I don't really have my makeup on that many hours out of the day since I'm not working. You know, I'm not ready at 5 or 6 in the morning like I was before, and now I'm like putting my makeup on at like noon or 1 sometimes, and sometimes later. And once in a while earlier, but very rarely. Also, the last thing that I love to use when I'm priming my face and before I put my color corrector on my under eye after my under eyes are clearly already hydrated, I like to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Concealer Primer. This works really good, you guys. Like, this really decreases the creasing and the fine lines underneath your eyes. Like, it literally smooths it out just like a smoothing primer would. I really love this. This is my 3rd tube. I have a backup. I use this almost every single day. Once in a while, I'll color correct and put my concealer on and then remember that I didn't put this on. And, you know, I mean, it still is okay. I mean, it just really does make a difference in your makeup, your concealer application. So there we have it as far as primers go. Did I not bring a setting spray? I think the only setting spray that I brought is the, because I love the Ready Set Radiant, and I showed that in my last video, the Tarte Ready Set Radiant. I use that probably every other day, and I use the Too Faced Peach Mattifying Spray. I love this. I like to use this especially right here. So I'll go in with my Radiant setting sprays, or even just a matte setting spray that's not like super, like the Urban Decay All Nighter. I'll use that one. I don't care for the smell of it. It's just not the best smell. And it's such a good setting spray that I wish it had a different scent. Like, even a scent-free one would be fine with me, but I've been really loving this mattifying setting spray by Too Faced. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to foundation. The ones that I've been reaching for the most recently, actually I've been reaching for this one for quite a while, and this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-in-1. I love this. I love this foundation. I cannot say enough good things about it. It's full, medium to full coverage, but it just feels so good on your skin. And it does come with a big doe foot applicator, kind of like the Tarte Shape Tape and probably the Shape, is it Shape Tape Foundation? Haven't tried that one yet. I'm gonna try that. I've just been kind of watching the reviews on it and stuff, and I mean, not everything you have to go out and purchase, you know. Yes, I love the Tarte Shape Tape. That's my favorite, probably concealer of, well, I can't say it's my favorite. It was my favorite, but there's like a couple others that are like right in line with that. But this is a good foundation that I've been loving. My other foundation that I've been using almost every single day, and I'm gonna have to repurchase it pretty soon, is the Huda. I have this in Custard, super full coverage. It smells like florally almost, like not perfume, but it just smells amazing. There is nothing better than putting on a foundation and then you just get this, no chemicals, doesn't smell like paint, it doesn't have any weird, you know, smell. It smells really pretty. I love the coverage. I love the wear. It wears beautiful. I don't have anything bad to say about this foundation. I love this foundation. I think I could probably use this foundation and only this foundation forever. Like, I could, well, pretty much, you know. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, okay? And of course, I love it in conjunction with the Huda concealer. It's an amazing combination. Like, you have to have these two together because they go together. Let's just say they go together. This is a really good concealer. Again, it doesn't crease on me fast like some of the other concealers do. But like I said, I prep my under eye. My leg is falling asleep. I prep my under eyes really good before I use any concealer. But this one seems to wear just really pretty, and you know, it's really long wearing. I have this on, the Huda foundation, and this concealer on for almost 12 hours, and it was amazing. I think I did a video and I think I showed you at the end of the night. It was like almost midnight and I had it on for almost 12 hours. And I mean, I was oily right here, but that was really the extent of it. Okay, concealers, obviously, Tarte Shape Tape. That's a no-brainer. I just started using this Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I really love this concealer too, you guys. Like, I love it. I love it. It's creamy. It's not super thick, and it's kind of it's right along. It's not the Huda concealer, and it's not the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's probably a good in between. But also, I can't decide which one I like better. The Milani Conceal and Perfect New Concealer. Oh, this is a really good concealer, you guys. It's super creamy. It blends out like a dream. Like, it just blends effortlessly. The same with the Huda. It blends effortlessly. But I also picked up the e.l.f. concealer, and I can't decide. Kind of looks like the Tarte Shape Tape. It kind of applies the same. Is it a dupe? No. Is the Makeup Revolution a dupe, like they were talking about that it was a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape? No, I don't think it's a dupe. I just think that they're good in the same family. I think that I don't think any one product can duplicate the other. You might get the same quality, you know, in different areas maybe, like, well, it's a little bit thicker, or it's a little bit more hydrating, or, you know, just the consistency. But we can get, you know, products that are measure up to like a really good product, a high-end product, let's say, and then there's like a drugstore price one. Yeah, like, we want something that's drugstore price. We don't want to pay $50 or $40 for, you know, a concealer all the time when you have to repurchase. But I think as far as dupes go, there's like runner-ups, and that's what I'll say. I think there's like runner-ups because they all have their good qualities, you know. It's just like individuals, you know. They all have their own individual qualities, and this is a 16-hour concealer, this e.l.f. But again, 16-24 hours. If you're wearing your makeup that long, like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you doing? Unless there's like an emergency, obviously, and you're like, God forbid, you have to be at the hospital or something, or someplace for, you know, 24 hours. You kind of want your makeup to look good, but does it really matter? Also, been loving the CC cream, the It Cosmetics Illuminating. I have the other one also, but I wanted to pick up the illuminating one because I do like a dewy, I like a matte, I like a full coverage, semi-dewy, semi-matte, and I really, really like this, you guys. I did a video on this, and I haven't uploaded it yet, but it's basically all cream products. Let's just say that. It's a youthful look with all cream products. All cream products. So really love this, you guys. If you haven't tried this, it's not just for mature skin. Anybody can use it. And if you've got younger skin, it's probably going to look a lot better on you. Also want to give a shout out to the MAC paint pot because I don't use this on a regular basis, but I do use this, and I don't use it as much as I would like to because I prime my eyelids with concealers. But this is a really good eye base primer, and I have it in soft ochre. I really, really like this, and I like to describe this as being the thickest concealer consistency. That's what this reminds me of, a concealer in its very thickest consistency. So a little bit of it does go a long way, and it does give you a nice thick base. I do set my eyelids with a little bit of setting powder before I put my eyeshadows on. So let's move on to eyebrows. My favorite all time is my Benefit Brow. I should know it by heart, right? Benefit My Brow Pencil, and I have this in 5. I usually get 5 or 6. If they're out of 6, I'll get 5, but 5 or 6 both work for me. I like my Anastasia ones, don't get me wrong, but this is the one I reach for like almost every day, and I have to keep the backup. I've also been kind of liking, I pulled this one out because rotate your makeup, you guys. Like, don't just buy makeup and we have our favorites and we go to it, but put it aside one day and put your makeup in rotation. I use this Revlon Color Stay, and I don't know what color this is in. It's like a chocolate brown, like a rich brown, and it kind of has the same little applicator as the thicker Anastasia one, and I like this. It's got a good tug on it to where it's not like waxy, and it's not like it doesn't slide off, but it just picks up on your skin and just gives you a real good control of the product. So I really like that. I've also really been liking the Lancome. This is just it's waterproof. I use this for my waterline, and it's black, and it has a little twisty thingy, little twist. And then it comes with a little smudger at the other end. So I've really been liking that. That's what I use mostly, other than my Urban Decay 24 Glide On, Slide On, Glide On. You know what I'm saying. And okay, this is like my absolute favorite new product. I've been using this for a week now, and I just can't say enough good things about it. But it's the Kat Von D 24-hour Super Brow Pomade, and I have mine in walnut. And I guess walnut is her version of deep rich brown, because my favorite was Tarte pomade in rich brown, and this is just a little bit, tiny bit darker than the rich brown, and it's walnut, and it looks like I've barely tapped into it, but I've been using it every day for the past week. Guys, this is such a creamy, and look at that. I mean, that's a pretty full pot. I think I paid like $18 for it. I could be wrong, I'll double check, but it's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it. Like, you will not regret if you buy this. If you use pomades on your brows, and the majority of my brows are pomade, because they're very sparse, highly recommend this. It says it's a 24-hour wear, and again, if you're wearing it 24 hours, but you could test it. You could take all your makeup off at night and leave your brows on and see, other than it smudging on your pillow or something. But it's got a really pretty, it's like a raised little design. It's like antique looking, and it's got like her initials. It's really cool. I love it, you guys. Like, I haven't used any other pomade since getting this. And I use my favorite e.l.f. I have multiple of these shadow, what do you call it, pomade brushes, the dual-ended ones, but I always use this guy. I think I have 3 of these, and I have so many others, and this one I'm really bad about. This one just really works for me. And my new eyelash curler that I've been using for, how long have I been using this? I don't know, since like November. It's just really cute. It came with my whole pineapple set. Like, I'm gonna have to show you guys mine. I've got 2 big pineapple palettes that I got. They're really big pineapple palettes. And then I've got my berry, so I think it's Too Faced Berry, the Berry Razzleberry or something, and then the pineapple one that I haven't even got to do a look with those. So those will be coming soon. Lashes, my favorite lashes are the Kiss and the Ardell lashes, and I like them in, these are the Demi Wispies. And then I like the Kiss lashes. These are in Poise, and I just like really full wispy lashes, and these, House of Lashes, I actually like those too. So, I mean, I even have some e.l.f. lashes that are not bad, but I mean, these are probably my favorites, along with the Kiss Lash Glue. I do have the lash glue, the black one, but the black one that I have doesn't have the brush, but I think they do have a black one now with the brush. I'm not for sure, but I'm almost positive. So if you don't like to have, like, this goes on like a light cream, but then it like dries and you can't see it. So Really, really been loving that. Mascara, I will coat my lashes before putting my false lashes on after I curl them, and I've been just using multiple, but the one I reach for the most is the Urban Decay Perversion, and also the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I really like this one. This is the one that I've really been reaching for the most. So those are all pre putting my lashes on. Let's move on to bronzers. Let's just move on to bronzers, because right now there's only really, well, there's like 3 that I've been using, but these are the 2 that I've been using the most, and it's a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, as you guys know, is my favorite. This one still smells tropical. I've got a full backup over there. And then I also picked up this other Physicians Formula one. It's not a butter bronzer, but it's a bronzer and almost color correcting bronzer. I don't know. I really like it. Little brush. I don't use these guys, but I save them. But yeah, it's got like it's bronze, dark, beige, grayish. There's pink and yellow in there. So I've really been liking that as far as bronzers go. But those are the 2 that I reach for the most. Now let's go ahead and move on to blush. Blushes, this Fit Me, I've really been liking this Fit Me. I'm trying to alternate. I use the It Cosmetics one, and I just always reach for that one. So I'm really trying to rotate those 2. I also like the Burt's Bees, but the ones that I reach for the most right now is the Fit Me, and I have this in, what shade is this in? It's kind of wore off, but anyway, it's kind of like a peachy pink, just a light shimmer to it. It's really pretty. I've also really been liking the Becca, this is in Songbird, and this is a real pretty like coral, just a slight shimmer to it. When I'm doing my cream products only, like the cream, obviously cream foundation, but the all cream look, the dewy all cream look, I like to use cream blushes, but my favorite cream blush is the Sigma. Real pretty coral. It's super creamy. I mean, it's just really pretty. It's just real subtle. I mean, you can just see it's just like really subtle. I mean, and I don't go in with a whole lot of blush because I don't like, you know, real defined, like it looks like I'm like I have a fever or something. But this is really good if you're looking for a really good cream blush, and I have this, it's called Bliss, so really loving that one. This is probably my favorite blush right now, and I'm gonna have to really try hard to not just use this, but I am just using this right now. And it's the Blush Bar from Benefit. Comes with a little protector that I use on all my products. Has a nice mirror, and so it comes with Dandelion, Gold Rush, California, and of course the Hula Bronzer. Like, I love the Hula Bronzer. So I've got like 3 Hula Bronzers, and then I have another highlight palette from Benefit that has 3. It has the Rocketeer, the Dandelion, and the Hula Bronzer. I don't know how I ended up with another one, but I mean, you can never have too much bronzer, right? Like, my favorite shadow in here is the Dandelion, and I mean, not shadow, but blush. It's so pretty on, you guys. Like, I mean, even if you don't get this blush bar, you need the Dandelion blush, and they might have it in a single. I don't know for sure. I do have to say that I tried, I'm not a shopaholic, but if you want to say that I'm a shopaholic, have you ever been to 7-Eleven and they have makeup now? Like, I had to try, what did I get? I think I got some lashes. I bought a couple more things. I'm trying to think what they were. And I bought my daughter one. I kept one, but for some reason, I can't, this is the only one that I can find right now. I know I have a lip gloss over here somewhere with among the millions of other lip glosses, but this is it's called Simply Beauty. I guess it's just the 7-Eleven brand, but it's got a real pretty pink and like a pretty peachy coral. It actually does look really pretty, you guys, and I think I paid like $5. It's just called Rose Color Blush, but it's really pretty. If you're ever in a hurry or you're in a pinch, you know, and you forgot your blush, you're traveling or something, 7-Eleven has lashes, and I think they have concealer. I mean, come on. It's a one-stop shop, right? Okay, let's go into highlighters. Ooh, you better hurry. Okay, favorite highlighter of all time, everybody knows this, is my Tarte. I use this almost every day, and I'm so happy. It smells like cocoa powder, and it smells like hot chocolate. I just can't get over how strong of a chocolate smell it has. Love these guys. It's so pigmented. I think I did this before, but I don't know if I did or not. Just to show you like the pigment in them. Like, they're super, super pigmented. I mean, I love these blushes. Or highlights. This is my absolute favorite. Really been loving the Dew of a Kind by ColourPop. They're super creamy and super pigmented. Love those. My all-time favorite, and I'm going to keep repurchasing these, and I have a backup, so I hope that I need to go on to Shop Hush, because, I mean, there's some products. This is a hidden gem. This is a hidden gem, because you get the cream highlight, and you also get obviously the powder highlights, but look at that pigment. I mean, it's super blinding, you guys. It comes with a mirror, $12, like, and 2 for $20. You have to go on to Shop Hush or Bad Habit. I have their eyeshadow palettes. I love them. I can't say enough good things about them. Like, they're so affordable. To me, they're just high-end. And I don't care if they're drugstore and drugstore prices, they're high-end. High-end is just what we pay high-end prices, but what is high-end? Like, I could go into a big old thing because I get deep on everything, but high-end is what you call high-end. This is high-end to me. Like, this is high-end, okay? Because it performs better than some high-end products. And just because you pay $12 for it doesn't mean it's high-end. It just means it's like, yeah, you know what you're doing, Bad Habit. Like, you're selling some top grade stuff, formulas, and you're practically giving them away. And I hope they don't ever raise their prices, but I'm going to stock up on a few more of those. Okay, I haven't used this yet, and I'm going to. And if I remember, let me just look real quick. I got this in BoxyCharm this month, and the theme was Afterglow, and this is the Pretty Vulgar highlight. Super pretty, super pigmented. It's called Shimmering Swan, 125 Glow Up. Really pretty. I'll just let you see what it looks like. It's like a champagne color almost. It's super, super pigmented. I mean, I'll give it that. It's pretty expensive, you guys. Isn't that pretty? It just looks like an antique frame. Like, some of the packaging is just, sometimes you just want things just for the packaging, and we do pay the prices for the packaging. The price of that highlighter is $32. It retails for $32. The BoxyCharm is $21 a month. So $32 for, would I pay $32? I might, I don't know, but $32 for that highlight. So you've already made your money back. But BoxyCharm kills it all the time, you guys. I don't know if you're familiar with it or if you're subscribed, but you need to get subscribed to it. $21 a month, and you get $120+ in makeup products, full-size products. So okay, let's move on quickly to, let me see if I can just jump through these really quick. Setting powders and finishing powders, two different things, guys. Two different things. I've really been loving my Marc Jacobs setting powder, and this has got coconut in it, and this is called Finish Line. I don't reach for it a lot, but I've really started to reach for it more. has like a little net right there, so it's a little bit awkward, you know. You just make it work with however you're, you know, you like to sprinkle it in your cap like I do. The L'Oreal Infallible, this is super, super finely milled. This is a really good under eye setting powder to set your concealer. I like to use this with a damp beauty sponge or beauty blender and just lightly set my under eyes with it. Really been loving the Too Faced Peach setting powder. Peach Perfect. I really like this, you guys. And with my skin, you know, my aging skin, it smells so pretty. And it's really a good setting powder. Like, honestly, like, it's probably one of my top setting powders now. The Laura Mercier, no brainer. And the Rimmel Stay Matte, I was reaching for this almost every day. I even have a backup. This is a really good setting powder, you guys. Like, it's drugstore, it's like $4 or $5. You cannot go wrong. The Pretty Vulgar, I've used it twice, so I can't really say, but I mean, it's adorable. It comes with a little powder puff. It's pretty finely milled. It is translucent. I mean, it works. I can't say that it didn't work. So, you know, came in my BoxyCharm too. Also, I've been liking the Fit Me setting powder, and it's a compact press powder, I guess you call it. And I have this in the shade 220, and it's just a really good press powder. You know, you can lightly set it with a brush, just, you know, fluff it on, you know, brush it on your face, and or you can use a beauty sponge. It's just kind of harder when you're using a beauty sponge with a pressed powder, so you kind of maybe want to use a brush for that. Finishing powders are a little bit different, and finishing powders, I'm not going to go into the whole finishing powder thing, but finishing powders and setting powders are two different things. I really like this e.l.f. finishing powder, and I like to use this to set my under eyes. I used to think setting powders and finishing powders were the same thing. I didn't even realize that there were two different things, but they really are. And this is a HD powder. It's, you know, guys, I think this was like $4 or $5. This is equivalent to the NYX HD finishing powder, and this is what you're gonna want to put on after you've already set your foundation and your concealer and all your makeup. You just want to lightly go over your face with these HD finishing powders. You could also use the Rimmel Stay Matte as a finishing powder, or you could use it as a setting powder, but I like to use this as a finishing powder. Wet n Wild also has a pressed powder finishing powder. The one that I really want to get my hands on, and I don't know how I don't have it already, and I'm going to get it next week or this weekend, is the Hourglass Ambient Light finishing powder. I will be so content if I get that in my hands. Like, I need that like yesterday. So that's another good finishing powder. But this Wet n Wild is also a good finishing powder. You can see you want to go in lightly, and the way I describe finishing powder is, you can see how oily I am. I didn't use any finishing powder today, so I'm going to just go in with this stippling brush and just kind of show you. See, like, it's super powdery. So it is a powder. It's a pressed powder. So what it's supposed to do is just blur out your pores and just give you like an airbrushed look. So I'm gonna just lightly go over my face. And you can see it's already taken that shine away. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but it really did blur the pores. And it just gave it, I'm not saying I look airbrushed because I've been wearing my makeup for a while now, but you see, it gives you just a really pretty airbrushed look. And that's what finishing powder does, you guys. So after you set your makeup and you've done everything, use a really good finishing powder. And I mean, you can get drugstore, you can get, like I said, the Hourglass. That's the one I'm gonna get my hands on. This is actually one of my favorite brushes for setting my foundation and my new, I have multiple stippling brushes, but these are really good for setting your foundation or putting blush on. They're really good for a lot of things. These stippling brushes are really good for a lot of things. You can even put your foundation on with this brush. That's one of my favorite. This is also a new favorite of mine for bronzing, and this is the Farrah brush, and this came in, I don't know if this came in my BoxyCharm or my Ipsy bag, but I really like this. It's super soft, not really dense and not too soft. Also, I've been liking this big powder brush. It's just a big fluffy powder brush. This is good for setting your, I mean, this covers a large area, so if you're in a hurry and you want to set your whole entire face, like these brushes, I got this at TJ Maxx, so it doesn't even have a name, it just says powder. One of my favorite foundation brushes, actually two of my favorite foundation brushes, is the Morphe M439. Like, everybody loves this brush, I'm sure. I also have the Morphe, it's a foundation brush, and it doesn't have a name on it, but it is one of the absolute best foundation brushes. Do I not have it over here? Oh, I don't think I have it over here. How do I not have it over here? Well, anyway, it's a gold. It's got a gold handle. It doesn't have a number on it because it didn't come with the actual kit, but it's a really good foundation brush. This is a really, really good foundation brush, you guys. It's not that expensive. I've got two of them because you need a backup. And then I've got this It Cosmetics foundation brush. Oh my god, you guys, your foundation really does go on like airbrush. And maybe it's just all an illusion, but it's super, it's got like a slant to it. It's super dense, but it is so soft, and it really, really applies your foundation just evenly, and it really gets like on the side of your nose. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful application. You have to get the It Cosmetics brush and then Morphe M439 if you get any brush. Quickly, I'm going to talk about my favorite eyeshadow palettes that I've been reaching for the absolute most, and of course Anastasia Soft Glam. This is probably the one I reach for the most. This one, obviously the Huda, this palette here, the nude. This is my new, one of my new favorites. So it's the Soft Glam, the Huda, and then the Modern Renaissance. I really like this palette, and I don't know what others think about it, but I really like it. I love Anastasia palettes. I don't care about the fallout because you're not going to use all your makeup. You will not leave this earth and use the full every bit of these palettes. Like, I don't like when people talk about the fallout and, oh, I wouldn't purchase that again, and like, you haven't even used the full palette yet. You're just upset that there's fallout, but does it really matter? Like, you're not going to use that one palette for the rest of your life. They're good palettes. They're good shadows. They're creamy. They're buttery. They blend really good. I mean, there's no reason to talk bad about any kind of product. I mean, you know, yeah, you could say, well, I got some at Dollar Tree, and yeah, well, it didn't work because it's $1. But honestly, a fallout doesn't bother me because I have so many palettes and drugstore palettes. I haven't even gone through my drugstore palettes. I'll have to do that in another video. But quickly, some lotions that I've just been using on a regular basis and loving. In, of course, I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with the Hemp's. I have this one in pomegranate, and then I have the original one, and then I also have a pineapple one that I keep over at my kitchen sink. So like when I'm doing dishes or washing my hands and they get dry, I don't like dry skin, I don't like dry lips, and I don't like dry hands. So yeah, this is really good all over body lotion. I've really been loving this Bath and Body. It's cocoa butter, shea butter, and pure honey. And oh my god, it smells so good. It's just like a whipped cream, and this gives you the softest, wherever you put it, it's going to be soft like silk. I like to use this on my feet before I go to bed. Also been loving the Botanic body butter, and this is in pomegranate. This is another really, any body butters, you guys, like, it smells really good. Any body butters are gonna be, if they don't work, then I would be surprised, because body butters are probably the best moisture that you can get as far as lotion and moisturizers go. Again, Bath and Body hand creams. This one is in Black Merlot, Cherry Merlot. My oldest daughter gave this to me a couple days ago. I really, really like it. It's, your hands feel like silk. It's like a paraffin. If you've ever had a paraffin done, where you get the hot wax on your hands or your feet. Oh my god. If you've never had a paraffin, you need to have at least one in your life. Also, I have the Sleep Lavender Cedarwood hand cream, and this is similar to the other hand cream. Makes your hands super soft, but it also, the smell of the lavender and the cedarwood just kind of relaxes you. So it's kind of like, you know, lavender is good for sleep. So I like to put it on my hands. Maybe I'll put a little bit on my neck just so that I can really smell it when I go to bed. Just kind of helps. I forgot lip products. So quickly, the lip products I've been using, I have the Milani lip. I don't know if you guys have tried these, but these Milani this is Amore Matte. These stay on your lips through everything. Any high-end lip gloss or liquid lipstick, I'm not saying that they're not as good as this, but honestly, you guys, this goes on and look at that. They stay on. You can eat, you can drink, you can, it just stays on. It stays on for a really, really long, all day long, it'll stay on. NYX Butter Gloss, and I like this is one of my favorites, and I have this in Fortune Cookie. And this is a really pretty, I love their butter glosses, but this is probably one of my favorite ones, and they're really creamy. If you've tried NYX butter glosses or any of NYX glosses, I really like the NYX Suede lipsticks, and this is one of my favorites. It's like a grayish purple color. Looks really, really pretty on. It's like a matte, real pretty finish. I also like the Too Faced lip injection just for like a gloss, but it's supposed to like make your lips plumper, but I don't know if it really does. I mean, it might like a tiny bit, like all the lip plumpers, they probably do it a tiny bit, but it's never like, whoa, your lips look, did you get your lips done? It's never like that intense. As far as red lipsticks go, I've really been liking this NARS. I got this around Christmas time because I was looking for a real pretty red that just makes your teeth look so white. And you know that there's the reds that just, there's like a blue red. This is the blue red, and it makes your teeth look really, really white. If you're looking for a good red lipstick, NARS has some really good long-lasting lipsticks. There was something else. Oh, above all else, I use these more than I do lip glosses and lipsticks, and I can't, Bath and Body, we're back to Bath and Body. The lip balms, this is my favorite night balm. I use this all day, almost every day. I also use this one, but this one wears off. Like, you have to keep applying it. This one you can wear, and it sticks on your lips. Like, I can't describe how good lip products these are. Like, you have to have these. Like, these are the cure for chapped lips. You know, if you get dry, creasy cuts here, I mean, these are the absolute best, unless you're allergic to them. Also, this Rosebud Salve. This is a really good, this is probably like a runner-up, but it's not. It's not the Bath and Body lip balm. So that is it, guys, for my favorite products that I've been reaching for the most recently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty long. I forgot to tell you to grab a snack, but hopefully you did, and hopefully you hung into the end of the video. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Give this video a like, share my channel with others, help me grow my channel. Leave me some ideas, suggestions, comments, anything down in the comment section. And yeah, guys, so with all that being said, I hope I was able to show you some products that maybe you'll give a try, and then you can let me know how you like them, or if you've tried any of these products, let me know down below, and let's just get this party started and interact, okay? So thanks, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate you, and mwah.